Hey YouTube, it's Grace, and in this week's video I'm going to be making an original pixel painting for the first time since 2022. I think I made 4 original pixel paintings in that year, but I spent pretty much all of 2023 making Minecraft paintings for the Minecraft painting series. So I'm really excited to get back into doing my own original work. And to start off, I decided to do a picture of my cat because she's beautiful and she deserves it. She's actually just outside this room, so I'm gonna go get her. This is Dezi. She's precious. She deserves the world. So I decided to paint her. This painting ended up taking me somewhere between 25 and 30 hours, which is absolutely insane, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, so let's get into it. This canvas is 16 by 20 inches, and on it I'm going to be making this, which is 63 by 82 pixels. If I do 63 divided by 16 and 20 divided by 82, I get roughly 0.25, so each pixel is going to be about a 1/4 inch. Now, math is not my strongest subject, so for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to be changing it from 62 by 83 to 64 by 81. Because when you're drawing out the grid, it is just so much easier to have numbers that are like even, like 64, like I've done that a million times for Minecraft paintings, and then 81 is also divisible by 9, so I can make like 9 little sections and then put 9 pixels in each section. It's just easier. So here, I just have to mark every 1/4 inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, I just resized my image very slightly, so all I have to do now is remember that it's going to be 1 pixel wider on here than on here. So as long as I just remember to like leave one and then kind of improvise 1 strip on like the left or right side, it should be fine. But I did it. I got the grid all marked out, so now I'm going to use a ruler and a pencil and connect all these lines to make it. I just finished making the grid, and surprisingly it didn't take me as long as I thought it would, and it was a bit easier, and it actually looks really great, so this is awesome. Next, I will be going over this with a very thin layer of white paint to seal in the pencil and keep it from smearing or mixing with the other paints later. Okay, this is actually looking pretty good, so I'm gonna give it some time to dry, probably overnight, and then I'll start on the design. Okay, so the first thing I'm mapping out is this super dark, almost black brown shade, which I'm using for my cat's eyes. I didn't film it because I had to zoom in and count like really carefully because it was like 20 over and 29 down, and I just didn't want to mess up, so I didn't bother filming. But now that I have these pixels set as my reference, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the other eye and any other really dark pixels around her face area. Here's a little update with the super dark brown and then the lighter brown. Call me crazy, but I feel like it already looks like her. I'm going to be working on the eyes next, and there's a bunch of different shades of green in here, so instead of mixing each one in its own little container, I just mixed a base one, and I'm gonna like adjust a whole bunch of little ones on this plate here because I don't have enough containers for this. I think people vastly underestimate how long it takes to like count everything out and mix the colors, because this is almost 2 hours worth of painting and I feel like I've made like no progress. End of day 2 progress check. In case you were wondering, my winter break from college is over now, so I am kind of just working on this when I can. I did about 2 hours yesterday and 1.5 hours today. Today I filled in a little bit of a lighter grayish brown, some dark gray, and some light gray. I can really see her face coming in, but I am realizing this is going to take a long time. Here is an end of day 3 update. I just spent a little over 90 minutes on it today. I did this light brown color, this kind of tannish gray color and a few white pixels. It's starting to come together. I think I'm 4 or 5 hours in at this point. I'm kind of bad at recording because I don't know, I haven't done that many different colors yet, but the weekend starts tomorrow, so I'm gonna try my best to finish the first coat then, but I have a feeling it's going to take a while. I feel like I've spent a lot of time on her face at this point, so I'm going to move on to this corner just for a little change of pace. This photo was taken of my cat under our Christmas tree, so that is what the green is, but I'm going to work on filling those in. Here's a little progress update. Definitely after the second coat, I'm going to add more detailing in the greens, like the Christmas tree part of the painting. I feel like I need to stop for today because my eyes literally won't focus up close right now. So here's a recap on everything I did today. I mixed some bluish and purplish grays for some of the darker, cooler grays here. I mixed a lighter, warmer brown, which was this one here. I also did a bunch of different shades of green for the Christmas tree. I still need to add some more here, but like I said, my eyes aren't working right now. I can really see the resemblance between the reference photo and the painting though, so that is a good sign. Welcome to day 4 of painting. I feel like I have a decent idea and general outline of where everything's supposed to go, so today I'm going to focus on filling in the random spots that don't have any paint, like this one here. Just looking at them and being like, okay, what do I need to mix to fill this in? I think my strategy is working really well. Over the past couple hours, I've filled in a lot of chunks of the painting that had missing spots. And I mostly did this by taking 2 colors and mixing them together and then adding a little bit of white or a little bit of red in this last one, depending on how it looks in the reference. But here is a progress check. I think it's looking pretty good. My only issue is that I stare at this thing for way too long, and then like when I still need my paint, it's already dried because I've totally run out of containers because this needs so many colors. And day 5 of painting. The weekend is over, sadly. It's Monday night at approximately 7 p.m, but I finally have time to start on this. Only a few more sections, so I'm guessing either today or tomorrow I will be finished with the first coat. And the last couple pixels for the first coat are almost done. This took me about 16 hours, but I think the hard part is finally done. I'm definitely going to be adjusting some colors a little bit, especially in this corner and up here, and then blending out a lot of the greens. But I have the basic map for what everything's supposed to look like now. So moving on to the second coat, what I'll be doing is keeping most of the colors the same. Like I said, I'll be adjusting some in certain areas, but ultimately I'm just focusing on making the paint more opaque and cleaning up the lines because right now some of them are not looking great. That time lapse was a little over an hour of painting for the second coat, which brings my total for today at about 2.5 hours. So far, I've done a few different shades of brown as well as green, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This whole process is very slow because I have to be really careful not to paint things in the wrong spot, and also because I'm using tiny brushes, so I can only paint a little bit at a time. I'm almost finished with the second coat at this point, and you probably couldn't tell by the lack of clips, but this took me between 2 and 3 days to actually finish. But that means I can finally move on to the last step and my favorite part of each painting, which is adding all the details and blending colors. I'm going to start in this corner, and if you haven't seen any of my painting videos before, the way I do this is just taking 2 colors and mixing them 50-50 to get a transition, and then using that to blend them out. And I'll pretty much do that with every combination of colors in this area, and it'll just make it look so much better. And here's a progress update after adding a few different transition colors in different parts of the painting. I think the gradient effect also kind of gives it like a blur effect from further away. I'm not sure how well you can tell because I'm still pretty close to it. I think you can see it better from back here, but yeah. You know, I thought I had a gray cat until I made this painting, and then I realized that she's a lot of different shades of brown and even some grays that have bluish purple hints, apparently. So I'm blending these to make a transition color. Alright, it's now a Monday afternoon. I'm hoping that this is the last day that I'm working on this. Right now I'm just going into some more details of the brown around this area. I'll probably also do some more up here and maybe like down on the right side. And here is the finished painting, completely done, completely dry, and some better lighting the next day. I am really proud of myself for actually finishing this. It took so long. Here's a close-up shot so you can see all of the very, very many different colors and details and blending colors that I use. And here it is from a bit further back so you can really get the big picture idea. Now you have to look at it. What do you think? Do you like it? I hope that means yes. I am planning to display this painting in my room because I spent too long on it to not look at it every day. I rearranged my room a couple weeks ago to kind of make some more room on my walls so that I could make more original pieces. So this is one of 3 that I'm going to be making. Hopefully the next 2 will be like consecutively posted after this, but they also are going to be taking a very long time, so I'm not entirely sure. If you would like to see a better quality picture of the painting that I just made, or if you want to see any of the other art that I've made, then check out my Instagram and my TikTok because I have tons of photos and videos on there. But that just about concludes this video, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye!